You love the tenacity on defense.
Oh my, what a move. Wow. Lofton Jr. I mean, that wasn't a Chuck Barkley move.
No, the Grizzlies, and I love how into it this bench is already in Summer League.
Lofton Jr. on a turnaround, Jay, and they erupt again. Boy, he's showing you all sorts of skill set.
Now, Charles could do this pretty well. He initiate the contact, but Lofton right there, lobbing the ball up. Just you've got to be able to, if you turn the ball over, you've got to find a way to get back defensively.
24 turnovers, 13 by Memphis. Oh, thank you. And a little pedal back after the shot by Lofton.
That's a great design. First play, you come out, you execute it well. There's that bully ball. Lofton has decided to play early. You know that was the game plan coming out.
So a great passer, rebounder, shot blocker. And a 7-5 game early. Make it now 7-7 on that bucket by Lofton.
I think we got something here. We have a nice matchup between two players who are good at what they do. Lofton inside. Let's see if he can knock down the three.
Pull the trigger downtown, and look at the swagger coming from the big fella.
We have a nice matchup between two players who are good at what they do. Lofton inside. Let's see if he can knock down the three.
Pull the trigger downtown, and look at the swagger coming from the big fella.
We stayed in contact over these years, as you know, we've gone our separate ways. But he knows basketball at a very high level. Has been proven to be on a lot of successful teams.
I'm not sure Coach Bale is so much into the win as much as he is into guys understanding their roles.
Beautiful cut.
Rises up right here, back door, take off. Gets a nice jam and comes back on the other end and draws an offensive foul. Right, with preseason is, you're gonna meet a lot of that by guys who've been around a while. So, how are you going to adjust?
Waters across the timeline, playing for that final shot. It's down to 5, down to 4, rolls it out. Lofton Jr. Tough shot inside. Big fella.
Not the lefty hook, bowler.
Lefty hook indeed. Use a little glass. And some interesting play here. Fun play. 48-43 at the half. OKC by 5.
Yes.
Yeah, right, because you haven't seen Kennedy Chandler or Zaire Williams, Xavier Tillman Sr., Jake Laravia.
Wow, what a deep one there.
Wow.
Just pulls up, shot clock running down, grabs it off the dribble. Doesn't take him a lot of power to get that ball that far either.
So you see Ja jump out that chair. Holmgren jumps in, another rebound, fires the three. That's the versatility of that big. There was a quick outlet pass. Lofton cherry picking a bit. Left hand, caught the rim and in.
Right here, gets out on the break. Watch this. Nice Euro this way, takes his body.
Based on that experience.
I mean, there's nothing like the word you just said, experience. I think just each year, individually, collectively, our guys have just continued to understand.
57% shooting at 44% from 3. Final seconds, Kenneth Lofton Jr. Great look to get it to Vince Williams, who knocks down the 3. Good execution there by the... They've cleaned up the turnovers a little bit, but they've had a dozen in that first half, which really hurt them. Kenneth Lofton Jr. gets a little charge in the joint.
Yeah.
After coming out of Mississippi State as the SEC's co-player of the year. Lofton! Another dunk for the big fella. His size, and really has a handle. He really pounds that ball with authority. Here's Lofton. Nice. Heads it to the three-point line and the finish at the rim. Kenneth Lofton Jr.
Nice.
He's had some moments here in the second half. Look at this little hesitation move.
Yep. Finish.
Precipitates the bonus. Lazy pass by DeVoe. Lofton will get another dunk.
Get up. Get up.
Junior show here for Memphis. Matthias into Lofton.
Well, he's the only one that's playing well for them now.
Moving Diabate. A little well-placed elbow. Great footwork, and he comes out the other side with a bucket. Lucid Diabate.
Terrific here for the Celtics. 8 points, 8 of the first 17 for Boston. Checking in is Kennedy Chandler. Story of the day, the report that DeAndre Ayton has agreed to an offer sheet with the Indiana Pacers, 4 years, $33 million. There's Junior with a big bucket.
The players as much because they had already had a lot of success. They start thinking about, well, maybe did we make the right choice with the coaching staff? But they show patience, the front office. It allowed you guys to, kind of imprint your culture and your system on that group, and then you take off.
Yeah, I think that
in certain situations, and for them, they're really working on his physicality right now. They said they got into the weight room with him and really getting him used to the system that Memphis is playing. But they said they are really excited about his potential, guys.
Player here for Boston, taken 45th last year, kind of a draft and stash guy. Junior with the reverse, but Begaron walked down to the other end of the bench during timeouts, and he wouldn't have an opportunity to do strategy. And one of the managers was like, "Coach, here, just suck on this." He gave him a wet towel, and they won. Going for his 30th of the night, could not get that one to drop, a rare miss. Davis to get his 30th point. Oh, my goodness.
I'm okay with
the
that.
lack of awareness. Get him to number 30. Junior, lefty stroke.
I wanted to see that.
Playoffs. I think it gives guys a chance to play for something if you're not an 8 seed, right? It gives a younger team a chance to get a playoff-like atmosphere. Timeout right there. Ball movement into a closeout. Easy drive to the basket.
Adam Capehorn is the head coach of the Nets.
That's a grown man. That is a grown man. They attack the basket, finish well around the basket. Look at his strength right there. He got a little bit of Zebo in him. A little bit of Zebo.
Sure, everything else. Do you feel like the Grizzlies now are ready to step strong off of a solid base?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, my 3 years in Memphis, it's just been adding to the foundation.
There we go. Ronnie, Evan,
Stan, I always talk about the standard that we play with, how we work and live together, something I always, talk to these guys about. I think this last year was a great testament, great fast break. There.
Index finger. The list goes on and on, but the cool thing about it is that you'll rehab and you'll see the scars, but you remember the journey that you went through once you're back out there playing.
Williams, long range, good.
He can do that. It changes the dynamic a little bit, right? And for us, as shooters, as a guy who likes to shoot, you want it seams, laces, a good pass again. Dropping dimes. You want the scene on for the kids, and I think the NBA fans in general will enjoy watching League Pass. I certainly will enjoy watching League Pass and DeJounte Murray, who I share the September 19th birthday with. You a Pinot guy?
No, I'm a cab guy. I like a heavy wine, and I also like a nice, dirty French or Italian wine. If it's got a little, if I can chew it a little bit, I'm pretty happy.
Lofton inside, little jump hook, and the soft touch gets it to fall. Build their team to where they are right now in the Western Conference. Eats up some space in the paint there.
it absolutely.
Here's Lofton. Gets it back. There's the touch we were talking about. On cue, the big fella can hoop. Asked the big man with the soft touch here. The Spurs front office asked him.
St. Anne's Belfield High School.
You've had some runs there, I guess.
I've had him in the gym a number of times.
Oh, man, there's some bully ball right there. Defenders just bounce off of him.
I'm waiting to see, because I've yet to see it, someone stand him up. So when he starts his move and backing someone down, Bill, you can hear him. No, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, now if Chuck D walks through, I'm done. I'm out. That's a wrap for me, and that's a wrap for Lofton Jr.
They're playing against the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
So, but what Roddy can do,
Sioux Falls of the G League, Miami Heat's G League affiliate. Lofton Jr. Weight room.
That belt's off. Kenneth Lofton Jr.
At the other end, Carlton with the putback, had it partially blocked. Grizzlies out and running, down by 7, trying to off the drag. Williams, one more to the corner. Lofton Jr. Okay, he can shoot the 3 as well. It's a long 2, actually.
Done in the painted area. But when you have, and again, that's a nice looking stroke. It's not just as though, he's shooting that because he's open. He can knock these shots down.
And what has turned into a real close game, loose ball scramble. Lofton Jr. for the lead. Got it! To say cheese. We got a great finish here, folks. A little over 5 minutes to go. 11 ties and Ted Lean changes. Lofton Jr. weight room with the free membership on that one.
Nothing against Barlow. It's not his fault. He is just one. Tell you what, these guys are hooping right now. We got ourselves a game here coming down the stretch, and I'd like to see how much it means to both these teams.
Lofton Jr. says, that's what it means to me.
Any way you want it, I got it. Take all three.